Well, good morning and welcome back to the garden. Today we're going to do a quick tour of the backyard. It's really not that big, so it probably won't take very long. This over here is a greenhouse. We really don't use it a ton. We really don't get a lot of cold nights. We don't get any real freezes, but it does help when we need to get some plants out. We have the container garden here, which we've kind of repaired down one and moved it over to the other side. I'll show you that a little bit later. So we had one container here, you can still see the marks. This is a giant smart pot, a bunch of plants I threw in here. I did throw in some seeds, and I do see some of them coming up. So I just threw in a bunch of lettuce and a bunch of different things that I had some seed packs lying around. The mulberry tree, the banana tree. I had Swiss charded in this. I pulled them just to give it a little more room to grow. The fig tree, which we don't know what the variety is, and the goji berry. We also have a geranium, and there's an aloe plant kind of hiding out back here. I can't remember the last time I watered it, but as you can see, it is blooming. I'm gonna squeeze through right here. I tried to clean this up last week. I left a pile of grass over here, but we have the artichoke. We have some calendula in the bottom. I put out the papaya trees. They were in that one of the containers back that was in the video a second ago. They aren't doing so hot, but then again, they also haven't died. So, I also tossed out, I want to say bok choy seeds or some stuff back here, and lettuce and whatnot. Then we move on to the container, or the giant planter that has a pomegranate tree. It's probably going through some transplant shock. The kumquat tree, and my little Pulp Fiction gnome with a ton of nasturtiums around him. I'm going to finish off this tour, and I'm going to put in some new toys that came in. If you've been following on my Instagram, I posted last night what they were there. But yeah, let's keep going. So this one, I found a label for it the other day. I thought it was one thing, but it's actually something else. It is a caramel moruga scorpion pepper. I didn't do anything to it. I barely watered it, and it overwintered better than the peppers I tried to overwinter. So this is all still full of grass. It's pretty good. At one point I had this growing, but I just haven't been able to keep up on it. I do have a drip system going through there, but I think there's something wrong with the timer, so I got some new toys that I'm going to put in there to help with that. We have one of the blueberry bushes. We have the cilantro that's keeling over. We have a little mulch area, and we have the shed. In the back, we have the Mandarin Satsuma orange tree. Over here, we have the Meyer lemon. We have some, of course, nasturtiums. This is rhubarb. I really don't do anything with it. It's come back on its own. This is a yacon. I put in a tuber from this dead looking one. I said, well, you know what, let me shove it in this corner, maybe see if it'll work. And look, it worked. We got lots of blueberries. I think these are past their prime of picking because they look a little dried up. Gonna keep going. Apparently this banana plant is great where it's at, because we have a small one coming out. And this is just a bunch of random peppers and other plants. We really haven't gotten a lot of heat this year, so these are kind of struggling. I gotta go through and water these. Toys. And that's pretty much it. Oh, I wanted to go ahead and show you where I moved the other containers. Okay, and here's container row. This is a container we planted out a couple weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. And if you remember, if you watched that video, we popped in some nasturtiums. This one I think is a weed, because the only other thing in here should be just nasturtiums. They're coming up. Coming up all around. I just learned yesterday, a day before yesterday, that these Blackpool runner beans, black coat runner beans, actually aren't supposed to get that tall. So they're really not going to fill this in, so I'm going to have to come up with something else. We have another one of those black coat runner beans. We got some peppers. Let's check these Goyas. See, this one's pretty full, and it's actually sprinkling on me right now if you can't tell. This one needs some water. Now this is the one that I actually overwintered. I grew these peppers in this container last year. And as you can see, it's just one of those tubs. Those giant ice tubs. It does have a Goya in there. And that needs water. The borage in here has exploded. And the kids left one of the little froggies. And here is the triple crown blackberry. Alright guys, well that concludes the tour of the backyard, and technically this is the side yard because the driveway is right there. Yes, they all have Goyas in them and they all will be getting watered here in a minute, but it is kind of sprinkling, so I think we should be good. Alright guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, get it all over your social media. I will try and keep uploading once or twice a week, probably on the weekends. But for now, I'll catch you on the flip side.